In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to deploy a PHP project on Vercel. By the end, you'll have your PHP repository imported, built, and live on a shareable URL. Before we start, make sure you have a Vercel account and that your PHP project lives in a Git repository on a provider like GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket. It also helps if your repository is clean and ready for deployment, with files like composer.json in the root if you use Composer, and a clear entry point such as index.php. First, go to vercel.com. If you're not already signed in, take a moment to log in so you can access your dashboard. The dashboard is where you'll manage projects, deployments, and domains, and it's the starting point for getting your app online. Next, click the Add New dropdown at the top right of the dashboard. This is where Vercel gathers all the ways you can bring in code, whether from a Git repository, a template, or other sources. We'll use the standard Git import so Vercel can set up automatic deployments for future commits. From that dropdown, click Project. This opens the guided flow that connects your code to Vercel and prepares it for deployment. You'll now be on the Import Git repository page. This is the hub for selecting where your code lives and how Vercel should access it. Select a Git provider to import an existing project from a Git repository. Choose the provider that hosts your repo. If it's your first time connecting that account, you may be prompted to authorize access and optionally limit which repositories Vercel can see. Grant access to the repository you plan to deploy. Now select a project and click Import. If you're working in a monorepo, choose the correct subdirectory so Vercel points to the right app. Review any detected settings on the import screen. Vercel will try to infer build and output behavior. For PHP projects, ensure your repo structure makes the entry point obvious. If your app relies on environment variables, add them in the project settings after the import. That way, they'll be available during the build and at runtime. Finally, click Deploy. Vercel will spin up a build and show logs in real time. Watch for any errors related to dependencies or configuration, and use the logs to pinpoint issues. When the build completes, you'll get a preview URL you can open immediately and share. From here on, every push to your connected Git branch will trigger a new deployment automatically, keeping your site up to date. That's it. Your PHP project is now deployed on Vercel.